An estimated $1.3 billion is sent back to Somalia every year by millions of expatriates, mainly through the informal money transfer system called Hawala. Remittances are a lifeline of the Somali economy after decades of conflict. However, the recent anti-terrorism decision by Western banks to bar transfers of money into the East African nation is threatening millions of people who rely on remittances.
The money that we receive in Somalia is used for basic needs: food, medicine, and school tuition. Imagine if a family who used to receive money every month to buy food no longer have that money. They might starve. The family who used to send their children to school and pay for it for remittance will no longer able to afford to pay the tuition. Those children will stay home.
Ibrahim Ahmed is a financial analyst in Mogadishu. He says U.S. financial regulators worry that Hawala money transfer companies in Somalia lack controls to ensure the money goes where it is legally intended, and that has Western banks concerned.
It's because there are regulations to safeguard money transfer, to make sure money is not going to an actors that U.S. deemed to be a terrorist. So they stop money transfer simply because of their fear they might break the rules that was imposed by the U.S. Treasury Department.
UN and humanitarian organizations say remittances from abroad are a key to food security in Somalia. In Mogadishu, hundreds recently protested the actions by U.S. banks, demanding a reversal as a matter of survival. Abdi Abshir Dore is with the Somali Chamber of Commerce.
The amount of money that is sent to Somalia through the Hawala system is 3 times the amount Somalia receives from international donors. If this service is put to an end, then that means the average Somali family cannot survive.
Prime Minister Omar Sharmake says he's in talks with U.S. officials to consider a temporary reprieve.
We are talking about people who cannot afford to pay basic bills, housing, food, and medicine. Thus, we are requesting the American government to intervene until we find a permanent solution.
With recent security gains against Al-Shabaab extremists, a proper banking system is beginning to emerge after decades of conflict and will eventually assume a legal regulatory role to replace the informal sector. But until then, remittance facilitation is critical. Experts say if Somalia hopes to emerge from anarchy and starvation. Abdulaziz Billow for VOA News, Mogadishu.